Alright, part 4 of my Barrett review. We got done talking about the scope, and this scope also I wanted to tell you. This computer, if you buy this computer by itself, I've got notes here, I'm sorry. I'm not the greatest, I need notes. I'm getting old. So this alone, just the bore system, which comes with the computer here, your top ring, this bottom, your scope ring here, and this front scope ring, just that alone is $1,500 from Barrett. That's list price. Your dealer will set the final price on this. So everything price I'm giving you is just the list price of it. Now, if you get this computer coupled to a Mark IV, it usually comes with a 4.5 by 14 power, 50mm objective lens, LRT, and now they will fit illuminator receptacles also, scopes, loopholes. That's going to run you $2,769 list price. Now I'm going to tell you right now, I did not pay that much for this, even though I got the bigger scope on this. Lynn Shriver at Shriver Gun Sales, he's from Illinois. He hooked me up with the scope and everything for a really good price. I'm not going to tell you exactly how much. I'm keeping that to myself. I got to have some secrets. But he hooked me up real good, and he shipped it really quickly. I had it within a couple of days after calling him. And he hooked me up really good. Thanks, Lynn. If you ever see this video, thanks a lot, buddy. But this scope is a 1 in 4 MOA clicks, so every 4 clicks you go up a minute on your scope. It's waterproof. You can drop it in the water. It's not going to damage it. It's shockproof. It's a pretty stout little thing. I'm sorry if my air conditioner gets picked up on this camera. I apologize for that ahead of time. This thing runs on a CR123 battery, and say you come up with a brand new caliber, whatever it is, a 19 caliber rifle round that you want to make a cartridge for and make a ballistic table for, and you figure out the grain of the bullet and you figure out your muzzle velocity out of the rifle, whatever gun you're going to use it out of, whatever the barrel is, if it's a handgun or a rifle, whatever. Say you want to put that into a borer's computer. Well, this comes with software. You download this onto your PC. Me, I have it downloaded on my laptop. It comes with 100 ballistic tables built in, and it has several 50 caliber ballistic tables. It's got 20 or 22 for just the 308 round alone. But once you find out that 19 caliber round, this is just an example, and you figure your ballistics out for it, the grain of the bullet, the muzzle velocity, you can then create a ballistic table on the bore software and download that into this computer via the USB cable that they give you, and then you can have this 0 to 100 yards for that particular bullet, and from then on this will take over after 100 yards for that particular round. It's an amazing little toy. Trust me, I love this thing, and I'm just barely into the beginning of using this. One thing I will tell you though is if you ever happen to turn your top dial with the bore system shut off, you will have to go back in and more than likely, unless you can remember where this was set at on here, you'll probably have to go back in and just next time you're at the range, make sure it's back to 0 where it should be. But because I don't really mess with that. At least that's what they tell you in the instruction manual. But other than that, your windage dial, that's all manual. Say you got a target and you want to dial in for 2 minutes of windage, 2 minutes right, you dial till you hit 2 minutes right, or 2 minutes to the other way, 2 minutes left. I have it set at 0 right now. I rarely dial. I usually hold left or hold right when I'm shooting. Alright, moving on. Like I said, it's 10 round magazine. You can have 10 in the magazine, 1 in the chamber. This gun, I will show you that in a second. The barrel springs, the springs that I had to pull on and hook onto the little grooves in the barrel, those are dual I call them buffer springs. They're actually barrel springs. So when you actually shoot this gun, all of your gases are released out of the muzzle. And when that happens, it actually recoils your barrel. I will pull the gun down and show it to you physically. And what that does is, you shoot this. See if that's in frame. And good enough, I suppose. There. When you shoot this gun, you pull your trigger. The bullet inside there is the primer ignites, and the bullet fires out the front. Gases are expelled out the muzzle brake, and this barrel will actually recoil down like so. And that actually starts your action on your bolt. Let me point down on that so you can see that a little bit. This will actually, that will start the action. So once the barrel's recoiled and comes back, this is still going to the rear of the receiver, and your round is, the spent casing is ejected out of the gun. Okay, I'm gonna set this back up on the table. Oh, now this gun. Here are the specifics on this little gun. Yeah, right, little. Alright, let me get the camera back into frame. Alrighty. Specifics on this particular rifle here. This is the Barrett 82A1. This is not the 107. The difference between this one and the 107 are as follows. For one, the price. This gun alone, without the scope, without the monopod, without the web kit, with one magazine, list at Barrett's $8,900. I didn't pay $8,900 for this gun. I'm not going to tell you how much I paid, but it was a lot less. This is set by Barrett. They will tell you that your gun dealer will set the final price on this gun, whatever it is. Now, specifics on this gun here. This is 50 BMG caliber, obviously. The barrel length on this one is 29 inches. They also make a 82A1 CQ, which is the same gun, but it's got a 20-inch barrel on it. The barrel twist is 1 in 15, right hand. This rifle right here, without the scope and unloaded, is 30.9 pounds. The length assembled is 57 inches. I'm not going to go into the side adjustments or whatever. It kind of self-explanatory because there are increments on your rear dot, on your rear sight for dialing in if you want to. It's got a 1913 full-length Picatinny rail. I think I said that right. With a 27 MOA elevation just on the rail. For the 29-inch barrel rifle, it's chrome chambered. The CQ has chrome chamber and bore. It has dual barrel springs, the Pelican case which you've seen, and it comes with the cleaning kit. That's for the basic rifle. And if you're gonna get into this type of gun, do your homework. It took me years to do my homework and figure out what I wanted, and then to save my money and get it. So I'm going to go into the differences between this and the 107 now. The Barrett's 107, in 2005, the military adopted this rifle as the M107. And the difference in the rifles are as follows. These pins, I'm going to pull this one out real quick. This part of the pin's different. The pins are slightly different. Assembly pins are different on it. The lower receiver is stamped 107 instead of 82A1. And your bipod feet have spikies on the bottom, little spikes on the bottom of the bipod feet. And you know what? That's the only difference between this rifle and that rifle. Oh, and the price tag is about $2,000 more for the 107 rifle. So if you're going to get into the 50 BMG game, this may not be the most accurate rifle, but it'll get the job done. If you want a really, really accurate match grade rifle, I suggest you get a Barrett 99 or a Barrett 95 even, if you can find one right now, because Barrett's not actually making them at the moment because of the military demand for this rifle right here that you're looking at. It's a Barrett 82A1 50 BMG rifle. Check out my videos on me shooting this thing at the range. And hey, if you ever see me at the range, I'll let you shoot it, just so you can have the experience of it. And I think that's about it. I'm about out of time for this part of this. I know I've forgotten things, and I'm sorry about that, but it's late. It's almost midnight here where I'm at, so I'm sorry. I'm tired. I wanted to do this earlier, but I got sidetracked and got busy. So if there's any questions, go ahead, send me a comment on the comment page. Thanks for all the ratings and watching everything, and thanks for the subscriptions. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, please. I got more stuff to review and check out, and like this little ditty right here. It's a SIG Arms GSR Revolution 1911, and yes, this is a loaded gun. Safety's on. I know this. This is my carry for today. This is what I've been carrying all day today. Got Novak's tights, but I'll get into that later. It's enough on that one. So, talk to you guys later. See ya.